Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome to a video where I am going to be talking about probably one of my favorite developers out there. And well, I'll say they developed one of my favorite games, and that was Witcher. But I am talking about CD Projekt, of course. I know they recently just came out with Cyberpunk 2077. And a lot of big hype was for that game. It was a lot of hype. I really think, and to be honest with you, the hype for that game is still well deserved. Like, from what I hear, the PC version of that game is still pretty gosh darn good. So, like, I don't see where a lot of the hate, and well, I kind of do. I kind of do, and I kind of don't. So, like, when I first heard about like the glitches that 2077 had, I was like, "Whoa!" Like, is the game really? I thought people were over exaggerating. I was like, "Dang, the game cannot be that broken. It cannot be that broken." But after actually seeing some of the glitches, like, yeah, they are. That game is broken. At least I'll say this. At least the PS4. The PS4, like the original PS4 version, and the if you play on PS5, I heard it's a little bit better, but it had gotten so bad to the point to where shoot, they was like, nah, man, this game looks hella fucking bad. Like, it's just way too many glitches for it. So I was like, dang. Well, now from the history of CD Projekt Red. Let's rewind back before fucking Cyberpunk. That they released Witcher. Shoot, it was a while back when Witcher came out on PC, man. It was a long time ago. A long time ago. But a long time ago they had released fucking Witcher. Now, The Witcher had its fair share of glitches, and I can tell you this, that Witcher 1 was hella glitchy. That game, to be honest with you, that game was not really all that great. And I played Witcher 1, 2, 3 in succession, so that was already tough. But Witcher 1 was not that great. Great fucking story. But the game itself, oh hell no. that game was complete trash to me, man. It was complete trash. The gameplay was clunky. It was just a really clunky game. The graphics weren't even all that great to me. But it was still, like, it had its ups and downs. Let me see if I can get into some gameplay for this game. Like, the gameplay for this game was it was pretty clunky, man. It was a pretty clunky game. But what saved Witcher 1 though, what saved Witcher 1 was definitely the story and the characters. Geralt was a pretty dope ass character. He was badass. Nobody can admit that. And that was pretty much it. But coming to the main point of the story though is like, even though Witcher 1, like even though when CD Projekt first released the game, they always the games is gonna have, it's not good really to buy a CD Projekt game right out the bat, not counting Witcher 1. So let's fast forward to Witcher 3. Now, when Witcher 3 came out, dude, that game had glitches too, but even though it wasn't as bad as Cyberpunk 2077, that game had glitches too, but it wasn't until because I played Witcher 3 because I really got into the Witcher series when Witcher 1, 2, I played Witcher 1, 2, and 3 when 3 had came out in its last DLC, which was Blood and Wine. That was the last time I played Witcher 3. And so when I actually played that, when I was going through all the games and finally got to Witcher 3, like, I didn't really experience any glitches or anything like that. I mean, because they had pretty much refined that game to be, like, damn near perfect. Because, like, when Blood and Wine, by the time Blood and Wine came out, man, that game was spot on. It had a few glitches, but it was spot on. They had, now before they had it, they had glitches like a money glitch. I think there was some glitch with like a pig or some chickens or some shit where you can farm like for money, because in Witcher 3 it was kind of hard to get money, especially to grind it out to get like special armors and stuff like that. But that was that. I mean, Witcher 3 was my shit, man. That was probably, and Witcher 2 wasn't bad. Witcher 2 and 3 was bad, but and then what the whole deal with Cyberpunk, with Cyberpunk coming out, I know Keanu Reeves was a big selling point for that damn game. That was I don't even want to know how much they paid Keanu Reeves for that game, but to even star in that game. That's why I said that game had to have a big budget with him in there, and then of course how ambitious that game was. But back to CD Projekt Red as a developer. When they came out with Witcher 3, man, Witcher 3 was just, that game blew me the fuck away. Like, that's still, I have to say Witcher 3, and I'm mainly a JRPG player. I mainly play JRPGs. Next to Mass Effect, if you can, like, cause I love Mass Effect too. But man, when Witcher came out, dude, Witcher 3 was so fucking beast, so beast. Cause like I said, Witcher 1 and 2 had already been out, and I played 1, 2, 3 all through in 1 month, playing all three of those games in 1 month. After I beat 1 and 2, and I finally got to 3, and how beautiful that game was. I played this on PC. I did play this on PC, so I can't speak for the console versions, but all the Witchers I played on PC, which those games were mainly developed for. That's CD Projekt's Red main system that they developed their games for is definitely PC. I'm gonna let you, honest to God truth on that. But like, look at this. Like, Witcher 3 was the shit. The different armor, the different dungeons you can go through, the characters, the story, especially with Ciri and Yennefer, and with him bringing some characters back from Witcher 2, like Letho. Like, man, oh, and spoiler alert. But anyway, that's not really a spoiler. If you ain't played Witcher 1, 2, and 3 yet, I don't know. You gotta do something with your life. Go play those games. That ain't really a spoiler, but if you don't know what I'm talking about. But like, all the situations and stuff that Geralt goes through in that game, man, it was just freaking amazing, man. Just freaking amazing. Now, fast forward now, after The Witcher and garnered all this hype for CD Projekt Red. This CD Projekt Red, like, a show started for The Witcher. People that watched the show went back to play Witcher if they never played it before. And CD Projekt Red is getting all this hype for Cyberpunk. Now, Cyberpunk, I think it did get overhyped. That's another thing that fucking killed that game, is that it did get overhyped. Even though, in my opinion, the game still deserved the hype that it was getting. Because, I mean, the game is good. It's just got a shit ton of glitches and really wasn't finished yet. It was really kind of rushed at the end point. It wasn't meant for, like, modern consoles. Like, that Cyberpunk was not meant to be on PS4. That was meant to be on PS5. And, like, the high paying PCs, really expensive PCs. Like, I don't know what a lot of people was expecting to get from that, but man, like, you fast forward to Cyberpunk had got announced, and of course, this is a new IP. the dystopian sci-fi steampunk thing is a very popular genre in our generation, especially because we like that steampunk type shit, that sci-fi Fifth Element type feel shit. So that was very popular during that time, during our generation. That's what the kind of shit we like. We like that sci-fi type steampunk sci-fi world, kind of like Battlestar, Battle Angel Alita, like those type of movies and stuff like that. And what's the name of it? Blade Runner and stuff like that. We tend to like that, and then playing in a world like that, shit, let's do this. Let's see what this game is like. And then with CD Projekt's name behind it, it's like, oh shit, those are guys that made The Witcher 3 or the Witcher series. Oh, I know that shit is gonna be like amazing. Now, from all the gameplay videos they did show us of this game, like, I'm gonna look at this reveal trailer, the gameplay trailer that they had of The Witcher. When you first see this game, this shit, it looks amazing. It looks dope. It looks dope. It looks like it's gonna be hype as fuck. And I remember them showing, like, but they was talking about the demo, all the different shit that you can do in the game, and I bet you, I'm willing to bet, like, I don't know anything about the game. I'm not gonna play this game until they do their 2022 update. I'm willing to bet that this story in this game and the characters are off the fucking chain. I know they are. I'm not even worried about that. So I would like to know, so for people in the comments, I want to know, what do you think, like, besides the glitches, do you think that we, the public, forced them to kind of push this game out? Because I've been hearing stuff like with people giving them death threats and stuff about the game. It ain't even all that serious, but it's ridiculous how deep that's going. But I really think it was on the public that we kind of pushed them to release this game at that time. So I'm like, oh man, shit, they gonna release this game early on PS4 when people got their hands on it. And once I finally saw it firsthand, I was like, wow, no. They definitely rushed that game for the PS4, at least the current version that's out for PS4 then. I hear the PC version has glitches, but not nowhere as near as bad as what I was seeing on PS4. So now, big question is, when they release that update for that game, for Cyberpunk 2077, which I think is gonna be like what they said, like in November. Well, no, it ain't November. It's like mid this year, like mid 2021. They said they're gonna release like a big update for the game that fixes a lot of glitches and stuff like that. So my question to a lot of you guys: do you think, will that game still be, will a lot of people still want to play it when that big update comes? And if they beaten it again, would you be, if they beaten it already, which a lot of people say that game is like not playable. Well, with people getting refunds and shit, that's what a lot of people are not finishing that game, which is understandable. But I mean, do you think a lot of people are going to you think a lot of people are going to get onto the game and, you know, and try to give it another chance, or is this it? Like, are they going to be like, no, I don't want to play this shit? That's what I want. That's a big question. Me personally, I'm kind of glad that I waited. I was super excited for this game. Me personally, I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I waited for the game, waited for it to come out, looking for reviews, listen to other gamers, and see what they were saying about the game as well. So I'm kind of glad that I waited. But me, myself, personally, I always wait for CD Projekt games. Like, I knew about Witcher 1 and 2, and then I knew Witcher 3 was already out. But until I actually played it, and I ain't gonna lie to you, but back then, that wasn't really my type of game. But after I saw interest in Witcher 3, which was, when the moment I was like, okay, that game might be good, I still waited because I heard they was doing DLC. I waited for them to come out with the DLC. Now, that wasn't because of like if the game had any bugs or anything like that. Just normally for CD Projekt Red's games, their games usually get better over time anyway. Because 9 times 10, Cyberpunk's gonna have a shit ton of DLC for you to play in that game. I can see it already. Cyberpunk, the CD Projekt Red usually adds like pretty expansive DLCs to their games, and they be really big. So like it's gonna probably have different episodes and everything for Cyberpunk. So this is just a discussion I wanted to have because I love CD Projekt Red. Made one of my favorite RPGs was Witcher 3. That game is literally in my top 10 of favorite RPGs to fucking play. So yes, I definitely is going to give this game a chance when it comes back, when they release the updates and stuff for it. Definitely going to play it on PC. I may buy the PS5 version as well, just to see how much of a difference between the games is, to do like a comparison for it. But yeah, I just want to let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then and then CD Projekt Red even did a apology, and of course they refund people games, so I can't be mad at them about that. I'm glad how they're approaching it. They're approaching it in an adult way instead of being like, nah, fuck that, y'all keep that game, y'all paid your money for it. So yeah, we're gonna see how everything goes. But what you guys think in the comments? I know a lot of people are angry with CD Projekt Red for I don't know what reason, but a lot of people are still being like, you know what, fuck that, this game is still dope. It's and they gonna make it even better later down in the future. Just let me know in the comments. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.